More and more often I hear about producers who have decided to dedicate their life to making music, but then realize that the dance music industry isn't actually all fun and games. Now there seems to be a couple misconceptions that people have hardwired into their brains, so today I want to talk about those. Now the first misconception that I want to clear up is the whole money thing. Nobody really makes a lot of money from their music when they're starting out, okay? Please have a financial backup if this is what you want to do. Now I would be a fool to ignore that big established artists do make a lot of money from their music, but that usually requires a lot of branding, a lot of work behind the music that, especially as an upcoming artist, you won't really know how to do. And by the way, you won't even have the means to do it either. Now, I'm not here to discourage you, this is just a fact and I need you to know it, because if you go into this thinking, hey, I'll make a lot of money right off the bat, you're gonna run into a lot of issues. Now, there's other ways of making money. For example, like I'm doing right now, build content around your music and yourself, your brand, on other platforms. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You could also do coachings, you could do sample packs, you could build other things, you could make music for other people, you could mix, you could master, right? That's all things that people will pay money for. I'm just saying, most of the money that you're gonna make as a starting artist is probably not gonna come from you releasing music. So let's move to the second misconception, which is that you need to have your own unique sound in order to stand out. And trust me, you can stand out in a lot of other ways, which doesn't come from your unique sound. Now, almost like in the other misconception, there's a lot of means for an artist to stand out nowadays. It doesn't really have to be only through your music. Now, it does help if you have a good, unique sound, but trust me, marketing, branding, other stuff that you do with your content, music, whatever, is much more important to stand out with than the music is. Now, this is especially important nowadays where I see a lot of artists struggling to put out music because they're too scared that it isn't unique enough, that people will think, hey, it's a copy of X producer. But that's not really that important, because if people like your music, they like you, they don't really care that much if it sounds a little bit like that other producer. At least that's what I think. And thinking about long term, you will develop your own sound anyways, because you will develop certain production habits and ways of production that are unique to you. And that will happen naturally, not because you decided that today you're gonna invent your own unique sound. The third misconception is that the artist will grow when their music becomes more popular. I actually think it's the opposite way. I think when the artist or the producer becomes more successful or more popular, their music grows with them. So knowing this, you may think, okay, I may need to build an audience somewhere. Maybe a platform that is really well discoverable, like YouTube. Guess what I'm doing right now? Now there's also other platforms, obviously, like TikTok or Instagram Reels are also very nice, and those are very discoverable. So people will get to know you, will be interested in you as an artist, and then realize, oh, he actually makes dope music. Alright, so we're going pretty quick, so let me just take a little... Okay, so we're on to misconception number 4. Respect. Especially in the music industry, but really in all aspects of life. And I would recommend this to anybody. Treat people the way that you want to be treated. Treat them with respect, treat them with kindness, be helpful, because in the long run, those people that you help may end up helping you, and that's what you want. That's how the entire music business works. So don't underestimate how important it is to be nice. So moving on to number 5, the last misconception that I will talk about in this video. If I release on a big label, that means my music is good. Now there's clearly a lot of things wrong with this, but I think it does make a fair point, and while it does make your artist profile a little bit more credible and high profile, it doesn't really change your music quality. Please don't go around telling people, hey, I have a release there, I'm so cool because of this. People, when they find out about you, will make up their own mind if you're cool or if you're not. So here at the end of the video, I want to say, this obviously doesn't apply to everybody. Okay, there's always exceptions, there's always clever workarounds and people that just blow out of nowhere. But it's just not as usual as it used to be, and there is much more work involved than I think a lot of people realize. And I just want to deter all those people that just think, oh, I'm just gonna, quickly make music and then I'll be rich. That's not how it works. It's a lot of hard work, and if you put in the work, you can be very successful with this, and it's amazing if you are. But I just think it's important that you know what you're getting yourself into, and I think it's important for everybody to know. So with all of that said, if you have more questions and you want to know more about the industry or just watch some music production, I'm live Wednesday, Friday, Sunday on Twitch, twitch.tv/mofolkmusic. Jump in there, drop your questions in the chat, I'll be happy to answer them. Alright, so that's it. See you guys for another video next week. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And that's it. Bye bye.